let's talk about books. My favorite thing to talk about. Did I get through my February TBR? No. Did I make myself an ambitious March TBR? Yes. Hi everyone, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you could join me. I do videos, books, vlogs, lifestyle, sometimes mom tips and tricks. So without further ado, let's jump right into this very ambitious March TBR. So, I decided for March, my TBR would consist of books that I've had on my bookshelf a while now, a new-ish book that I bought, a book that I had since like the end of 2022, and I also do want to finish my small February TBR, which I think I can make do with that. I think I'll be able to do that. Yeah. And I'm going to throw in and talk about some new books that I got. I know I really need to go on a book buying ban. Like, now guys, okay? Also, 100% worth the purchase. Just saying. One case I got from my phone. So last month, my TBR consisted of, I finished Kingdom of the Wicked, and then it was supposed to be The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and One Last Stop. These are going to be the first two books I pick up, as well as I'm in the middle of reading Princess Harry's Spare. I don't really know much about the royal family, or really follow it, but I've heard a lot of good things about this book, so I picked it up. So far it's okay. Kind of a little bit lost because I don't really know much about them, but I'm going to read it anyways. So, let's go with older books that I've had for a while. So, Pretty Little Liars box set series. This is books 1 to 5. I've had these books for like 3 something years now. After I watched the Pretty Little Liars season and it was over, I kind of got like, I didn't want it to be over, so I wanted to read the books. So, as you can see, brand new, not even open, so I need to dive into these books right away. Okay, so this is like probably one of the older series that I've had on my bookshelf for a while. Okay, so this needs to be done. Two books that I recently just picked up. Again, I know. This I actually found at a used bookstore. Mr. Raw Number. This is by Lynn Painter. One raw number might just lead to Mr. Right. Bad luck always has followed Olivia Marshall. Or maybe she's just the screw-up her family believes she is. But when a "what are you wearing" text from a random number turns into the hottest, most entertaining anonymous relationship of her life, she thinks that things might be on the upswing. Colin Beck has always considered Olivia his best friend's annoying little sister. But when she moves in with them after one of her worst runs of luck, he realizes she becomes an altogether different and sexier distraction. He's sure he can keep his distance until the moment he discovers she's an irresistible misdial he's been sort of texting for weeks. And now he has to decide whether to turn up the heat or ghost her before things get messy. So this I literally just got at a bookstore. It's super short. I could probably finish it. I'd like to finish this in like, say 2 days, a day. But again, breaks coming up, spring breaks coming up. I got like a week of it, and I plan to get up early, get all my house stuff done, clean, and then read for the rest of the day. And hopefully the snow's gone so I can sit outside. Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I was not big when I was younger. I didn't like to read much. I wasn't big into chapter books. I didn't want to read. Then one of my friends bought me the first Harry Potter books back when I was in grade 9 maybe. And ever then I've been obsessed with Harry Potter. I want to do a reread of the Harry Potter book also, which is also on my list for this year. But Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton, the magic and mayhem of growing up a wizard. So again, Harry Potter biography by Draco Malfoy himself. Yes. This I recently bought, so this is going to be on my TBR. So basically I have 2 biographies, newer biographies, autobiographies, whatever you want to call them, that I'm going to read. This is one I got later last year, I believe it was, but I really want to read it. This is by Mona Awad, called Bunny. This is like, people are calling this kind of college, university. This kind of gives me Pretty Little Liars vibes with a combination of like, I don't know, Vampire Diaries, anything that you think of like college, university. It says, Bunny, You Are So Genius by Margaret Atwood. And Mona Awad is the author of 13 Ways of Looking at a Fat Girl. Never read that book, but let's read the back of this. It says, a scholarship student who prefers the company of her dark imagination to that of most people, Samantha Heather McKay is utterly repelled by the rest of her graduate fiction writing cohort at New England's elite Warren University, a clique of unbearably yet sinister rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. Everything changes when Samantha receives an invitation to the Bunny's smut salon and finds herself inexplicably drawn to their front door, ditching her only friend Ava in the process. As Samantha plunges deeper and deeper into the Bunny's world and begins to take part in their monstrous experiments, the edges of reality begin to blur. Soon, her friendships with Ava and the Bunnies will be brought into deadly collision. This was on my TBR in January. Was it January? Yes. Because it's still winter, this gives me winter vibes, and I've only read The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I really want to read one by one. So they're stuck. There's a couple. So yeah, this is a luxurious rustic ski resort high in the French Alps. Doesn't sound like the worst problem in the world, especially when there's a breathtaking vista, full-service chef, and a housekeeper, a cozy fireplace to keep you warm, another to keep you company. Unless that company happens to be 8 co-workers, each with something to gain, something to lose, and something to hide. So I believe this is 2020. So one of her newer books, but The It Girl by Ruth Ware. Winter vibe it is for me. So this one, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. Vanessa Mazur knows she's doing the right thing. She shouldn't feel bad for quitting, being an assistant housekeeper fairy godmother to the top defensive end in the National Football Organization. Was always supposed to be temporary. She has plans, and none of them include washing extra large underwear longer than necessary. But when Aidan Graves shows up at her door, wanting her to come back, she's beyond shocked. For 2 years, a man known as the Wall of Winnipeg couldn't find it in him to tell her good morning or congratulate her on her birthday. Now, he's asking for the unthinkable. What do you say to a man who's used to getting everything he wants? The best slow burn romance of all time. I love this book. I'll read it over and over until I can no longer read it. One of my all-time favorite romance novels. So I know Mariana Zapata just came out with a new book. I forgot I really wanted to read this book, but I didn't really like the cover, and because I'm a huge fan of this cover, so I was kind of avoiding it. But then I like this cover a lot more, so I ended up picking up that book. But the other, I don't know if you can see that, but oh, interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I do fashion videos. Like I said, fashion videos, minimalistic videos, and sometimes I just take you on a vlog, a day in the life of me and me, family day, kind of stuff like that. Sometimes I'll do like a fun day with my daughter, and I love to bring you guys along because it's so much fun to see what she does and how she plays, and yeah. So I will see you guys in the next video.